Yo, it's HeyBroken, and today I'm going to be talking about the strategies that will better your gameplay in Tekken 8 Season 3. So the first thing will be learn the characters that you hate the most. Now, me personally, I hate Falkumram, I hate Leroy, I hated going against Anna, and then I started playing the character. And when I started playing the character, I started to understand how complicated transitioning from this stance to that stance, doing this and to that, choosing to actually commit to a move and then not doing it. Why am I saying all this? Because if you don't play the character, you will not fully understand the psychology of the person operating that character. When you're playing against a character and you don't know why the person is doing what they're doing, that means you're just operating on full offense or you are guessing 100% on defense. Now, learning characters that you hate will be extremely boring, but you are going to have to work through this. This is the process of getting better at this game. You will hate playing against Leroy. You will be playing against Brian. You will be playing against Dragunov. People are saying that he's top 1 now. You will be playing the characters that you don't play. Most likely, you will either be apathetic towards these characters, or you will outright hate these characters like I do. So you will have to suffer learning the combos. You'll have to watch YouTube videos. You'll have to watch pro players play that character that you hate. Then you will have to pick up that character yourself, and then over time, if you stick with the character, you will understand the psychology of why those people do what they do with that character at these specific moments in time. And then you will start to piece these things together, and then later down the line, when you have a good idea of how you should play the character that you hate, you will then have better defense against that character when you are playing as your main character. It's a very simple concept. It's like know your enemy better than knowing yourself, or whatever the saying is. It's like these things actually exist and you need to apply them in this game, because this game really shows the psychological aspect of how you're feeling at a point in time. There's moments where it even happens to me where a certain array of moves happen, a certain pattern of moves happen. When I go against Machine Gun Wizzy, if he's doing crazy movement and doing 1-1-2 1-2 1-1, I start to get a little flustered. The more you know your opponent's character, the less you will be flustered, because you know what to expect. So the second thing will be learn to duck mid-high strings. This is extremely important, because let's say if you're going against a character like Claudio, going against a character like Mary Zoe, Alyssa, they have a string where it's mid-high, and it's a heat engager. All three of them are heat engagers, actually. So people in lower ranks will spam these moves because they know you will not duck the second hit and launch. And how do you gain that reaction? You simply have to see the move over and over and over. Me personally, I wasn't able to duck Claudio's 3-2 when I first started. I had to go against Claudio players over and over and over to understand the feeling that the 3 gives me, where it jails me, and then I have the automatic. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm not seeing the move and then ducking. It's like it's just all feeling. It's all muscle memory, and you really have to refine that muscle memory, because it's just a reaction. You're not thinking, it's just natural. You do it naturally, and when you're doing it naturally, that means you're ducking it almost every single time. I'm not going to say you're going to duck it 100% of the time, and the moves that I'm talking about don't even have to be heat engagers. It could be Dragunov's back 4-2-1 strings like that, where you just have to duck the high and launch. Ducking mid-high strings is one of the greatest skills that you can have this game, because not only does it show your knowledge on the string, but it shows your reaction time and being able to get that launch and getting the reward that you will get if you get better at doing the ducking and the launching. So the third thing will be learning to use more movement in neutral. Lower ranked players, I see time and time again just going forward, backwards, and then trying to play off timing in that way. That is a very surface level 2D way of thinking and playing the game. You need to be, I play on pad, so you need to be mashing up, down, left, right. You need to be looking at the stage. If your back towards a wall, sidestep, side walk, you know, use the environment. Like, you have to understand you need to use more movement in neutral. If you do a very surface level gameplay, you will continue that route, because you will not expand your mind and how you think about the game to be able to use your movement rather than just thinking about attacking or just guessing on defense all the time. You need to understand movement is in the game. Option select exists now more than ever. Being able to sidestep, duck things, being able to just sidewalk things. So having these things in your toolkit is extremely important. But I will focus a little bit more on the neutral aspect of trying to catch people's timing with a down 4-2 or a hop kick or something like that. If you're just moving forward and backwards, your opponent is expecting what you're going to do at some type of level. He's expecting you to either do something or not do something. And if you're moving forward and backwards, it makes it extremely obvious of your intention of what you're trying to do. If you're moving every which way, it adds that much more mental stack. So you have to use more movement in neutral and get that mental stack going. So with all that being said, this is the best this game has ever been so far. It is better than Season 1. I'm glad we don't have to deal with high power crush heat engagers anymore. I'm glad we don't have to deal with Yoshi's wall Oki as much as we did before. It's just so many things that they really have improved with this game. So the people that are continuing to hate on this game, continuing to just bash and just hate on it 24/7, ignore those people, because this game will never be Tekken 7. It will always be Tekken 8, and they're trying their best to make this game as good as it could possibly can, and they are genuinely on the right track. I know everyone's been saying this, but you really have to understand, you can't just keep complaining over and over and expect a different result. Accept the game for what it is. They're fixing it as much as possible, and let's continue to get better at the game. I will replay this for a sec. This reiterates what I was saying. When you have to duck mid-high strings, being able to have these kinds of reactions is extremely important in the game. Look at how much damage he's getting off of that reaction, just that read. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.